We'll write the next heading. Number of images formed by plane mirror. Number of images formed by plane mirror. Number of images formed by plane mirror. This already you have learned in schools, right? Yeah? How you learned it? You have some formula, right? Yeah? This is an important question or an unimportant question? Important, huh? Okay. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what you have learned in school and also will be here. Okay. Plane mirror will form an image. Correct. We know. When I know. One second. Okay. ആയിട്ടില്ല ഉണ്ട് ഓണാ റെഡ് ലൈറ്റ് കത്തുന്ന ഓണല്ല അല്ലേ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ സോ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജസ് ഫോർമഡ് ബൈ പ്ലെയിൻ മിറർ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഇഫ് യു ഹാവ് എ പ്ലെയിൻ മിറർ ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഹിയർ റൈറ്റ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ 1 centimeter then image will be formed where 1 centimeter towards right side in a simple way. Correct. Now here the question is, we don't have one mirror, we have multiple mirrors will be there. So what will happen? So write down in the note case number 1. First case. Case number 1. Two plane mirrors are parallel to each other. Okay, listen very very carefully. Important tricky questions will come. Okay, so we'll see. We have two plane mirrors. Use multiple colors, pen or pencil or any other colors. Okay, now you don't want to draw, first listen, then we will do it. Okay, for example, separations between these two is, I am assuming it is like 2 centimeters or x meter, anything. So I placed one object is at the center. Okay, अब object in the first mirror how much distance will come? 1 centimeter. Correct. Second mirror distance 1 centimeter. This mirror number 1 M1, this mirror number 2 M2. Two mirrors. Okay, so mirror number 1 will form an image. So only think about one will have, this is an object. Correct. This is an object. So what will happen? Incident ray is coming, then what will happen? The reflected ray is the same path. Correct. And the incident ray, if I am extending as a dotted line, this will go this line. But you know this is 1 centimeter, so right side is also how much? 1 centimeter. So here I am marking 1 centimeter. So this is the image formed by which mirror? M11. So I am giving as I1. Okay. Similarly right side. Now I will go to M2. I'll go to M. So this is an object. Oh, this is 1 centimeter away. So we know incident ray and reflected ray. So this is an incident ray and it will reflected the mirror back like this. So if I am extending this line like this, exactly at 1 centimeter, next image will be there. Correct? So that image is formed by which mirror? M2. So that name is given as I2. Correct? Okay. Next we'll see how this I1 will get. I know the plane mirror, it is at equal distance. If it 1 meter is here also it is 1 meter. So left side also 1 meter. Right side mirror M2, the object is at 1 meter. Image is also at 1 meter exactly. Okay, so two way we can find out the position of image. Position of image, to exactly to get it we need two lines. Two lines means two reflected ray. So this is one incident ray and one reflected ray. So one incident ray, one reflected itself I predicted the image is I1. Why I predicted like that? Because I know the distance is 1 centimeter. Okay, so now see the things. Suppose this is an incident ray and this is a reflected ray, I assume it. Suppose if one ray is coming like this one, incident ray. So what will happen? This will be getting reflected. So I know angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So this will be reflected like this. Now if I extending this line, this will meet here. Exactly. This will meet here, and these two lines will cross at this point. Okay. So similarly, if I am doing one line here, so this is an incident ray. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and drawing the next line, so it's going like this. If I am extending this one, this will cross us at this point. Everything will intersect at this point because of M1. Similarly, M2 also have to draw. So you have to use different color. That's what I done. This is for M1. Now for M1 you understood, right? Now can you draw up to this? Then we'll do for M2 and we'll continue. Many lines will be there. Okay, I am not using red color and blue color. Maybe camera it will not be much clarity. That's what I am using the black color. But you know how to draw the diagram. So step by step construct the diagram. Finally, this is like a spider web. Okay. Nothing will understand if somebody will look into your notebook. Definitely they will not understand what you have drawn. But yeah. But it has some logic, right? While we are drawing, it has some logic in it. So try to draw yourself two mirrors, and exactly at the center object is placed. The distance between the two mirrors is, we are assumed as 2 centimeter. It may be any value. Okay, then object is central. Then 3 rays I have drawn. Number 1, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray. All will meet at the same point called I1. So to get an image, at least I need 2 reflected ray. So 2 reflected ray will cross at some point. Here actually 1, 2, 3. 3 reflected ray are crossing. If you are taking any number, everything will be here. So only if you are taking the next 4 also, if you can draw like this, you can draw like this, any way you can draw. But the thing is that it will meet at the common point, single point. Okay, always understand and then draw. Okay, you don't want to by heart anything here except some 3 to 4 formulas. Other than that, no by heart, only logic. Okay, you can answer. That is the easy of the chapter. That is a difficult part for others also. Okay, learning in the correct sense will yield the result. That's all. Okay, so I'll continue. Now for M2. Okay, M2 also I know image is already here, but I want to confirm that. For that, what should I will do? There is a incident ray and there is a reflected ray. Extending the reflected ray meet at I2. Similarly, incident ray and reflected ray. The reflected ray extending meeting at I2. Incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray. So now here how many will be there? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 are meeting at the same point. Similarly, left side also 1, 2, 3. 3 are intersecting at the same point. Correct, Prita? It's correct. Okay. So how many images will be there in this case? How many images? 2. Wrong answer. We'll see. It's not only 2. So now next see. So now we got 2 images, right? I1, I2. Object is only 1. Next thing is that this I1 will act as an object for which mirror? M2. Because this area, wherever the shaded area, that is an opaque area. Okay, it is a painted area, painted now. So this area has no paint. So this I1 is the image formed by which mirror? M1, this I1 will act as an object for M2. Okay, now I have I1 will be there, and forgetting about everything. Okay, now that part alone I am drawing here. If I am drawing will be here, this is like messy. Okay, so I'll draw the next two things the same way, M1, M2 for example. Okay, listen here, object will be here. I know the first image is at here. Okay, so the first image will act as an object for M1 or M2? M2, because M2 in the area this will be going to hit, correct? So M2, what will happen? So now this I1 is how much distance away from M2? Correct, already this is 1 and this is 1 and this is 1, totally 3 centimeters away. So where will be the third image will come? 3 centimeter from here. I know 1, 2, 3, somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. Okay, now I have to construct that. For that, first one, incident ray and reflected ray. Correct? Incident ray and reflected ray. This is at 3 centimeter. So I know my images will be somewhere in this line. Somewhere in this line, but the distance I know it is exactly at 3 centimeter. Here it will come. Okay. In additionally, the similar to this one, I am drawing addition lines. How should I draw addition line? One incident ray and then reflected ray. This will go and meet at this point. Similarly, incident ray and reflected ray. This will extend and go and meet. This image is called I3. Understood? So draw that. Wait, then let me complete the I2 also. Now I know I2 is here. I2 will act as an object for which mirror? M1 mirror. I2 is how far away from M1? 3 meter. 1, 1, 1. Totally 3. So I1 will give an incident ray and reflected ray. So I know it is at 3 centimeter. So totally this is 1. This I2 is 1, and from this mirror it is at 3 centimeter. So from this mirror this is a point at 3 centimeter for I2. So what will happen for I2? The another line say incident ray, reflected ray, extending the incident ray meeting at this point. Correct? Yes. Similarly, what? From here, incident ray and reflected ray. Reflected ray meeting, and the refracted ray is coming and meeting at this point, and this will give the next image called I4. Okay. Next, what will happen? I4 will act as an object for M2. I3 will act as an object for M1. When this story will end? Infinite. So number of image is equal to infinite. Okay. Number of certain. The story will never end. So it's a number of image is equal to infinite. Two plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other. Number of mirrors formed is equal to infinity. That's why there are 4 options. Infinity 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, which one I have to say from I1 onwards? I3. I3 will act as an object for M1. So I3 how far away? Even 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, how much? Not I3, I2. I3 will be formed by I1. Correct? I3 will be formed by I1. Listen carefully. So now we have I1 and I2. So I1 will be here. Where is I1? I1 will be here. So this I1 will act as an object for M2. This I1 is how far away from M2? How much distance from here to here? This distance is 2 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. Totally 3 centimeter. So I know the image from this mirror is how much centimeter away? 3 centimeter away. Plane mirrors, right? So this is 2 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter. So totally from here to here 3. So from here to here is also 3. So image will be definitely formed at 3 centimeter here. Now I have drawn only one line, the single line, and this is incident ray and reflected ray from this mirror. Similarly, this is another line, incident ray, reflected ray. Similarly, another line, incident ray, reflected ray. If I am extending these two reflected rays, it will meet at this point, exactly at the same point. Then same story will repeat. I2 will act as an object for M1. I2 will act as again object for M1, and there are three lines. One is incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray. All three will meet and merge here, will form I4. So then again I4 will act as an object for M1, M2. I3 will act as an object for M1. This will continue I3, I4, I5, I6, I7 and so on till infinity. So number of images formed when two plane mirrors are parallel to each other. Number of image formed is equal to infinity, number infinity. This is what is happening inside, right? Multiple reflections are happening. Then only we will get many images. I1, I2, I3, I4 will be there. So now what all the things will be there on the left side? I1 will be there. Similarly I1. Then what will come? I4. Then next one? I6. Okay, we'll see. I1, I2 will be here. Okay, then what is formed on the other side? I1, I2 will be there. I2 is forming, I1 is forming I3, I2 is forming I4, I4 will form I5, I5 will form I6 and so on in this side and so on this side. So it will continue because of this multiple reflection. This pattern is called crisscross. Crisscross pattern. Crisscross pattern. So number of images is equal to infinity. Crisscross pattern. Crisscross. Zigzag, right? Crisscross pattern, or simply called crisscross. write one question. Find the number of images formed. Find the number of images formed by the following mirror. By the following mirrors. By the following mirrors. Find the number of images formed by the following mirrors. Find the number of images formed by the following mirrors. Listen to the board. After few hours of time you will do. Now we will do together. Okay. So object will be there. Two mirrors will be there. M1 and M2. But this is not exactly parallel, but there is a shift. Correct? So when it is placed like this one, what will happen? For M1, this is an object. So what will happen? One is incident ray. Then what will happen? Reflected ray. Okay. The distance between them is, I don't know. Suppose it is equal. For example, let me consider like a 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter, whatever it is. So maybe let me consider as 2 centimeter for easy simplicity. 2 centimeter. Okay. So this is 1 centimeter. So I know the image will be formed exactly at 1 centimeter here. Correct? So 1 set. So image will be here at 1 centimeter. Okay, but I told in order to rightly predict the image, at least we need two lines. Two lines should cross. Earlier we have drawn 3 lines, but 3 is not required, but minimum 2 is required. Okay, one is itself, at least we can say the positions of image will be here, but on all the cases we cannot say. In all the cases, that later time you will understand. Okay, in all the cases we cannot say. In order to say the position of image exactly, we need 2 lines. Always remember like that. Then another ray is incident ray. Correct? To this mirror, and this is an incident. What will happen? It will go reflections. I hope currently. Okay, so reflected ray. Okay, so what will happen? This reflected ray getting extending. Correct? And meeting at this point. So this image is called I1. That's all. We'll keep it there. Next one, object. So this object will be here and reflected, and this is at 1 centimeter. So I know images is somewhere on the line at a distance of 1 centimeter away. Let me put it as 1. Put it as 1 will be here. Okay. Next, what will happen? Another ray is also required. Okay, I need 2 rays. This is 1 ray. Next one is incident ray and reflected ray. 2 lines are like this. 1 minute. Reflected ray. Then what will happen? These 2 lines are crossing at this point if I am extending. So these extensions will give rise to the next image. This is called what? I2. Then see, here in this case it's a crisscross. This line is hitting, this line is hitting. But what will happen here? Here once this line is passed, there is no mirror here. This will simply go like this. Okay, but here what will happen? Once this is hit on this one, this is just simply go like this. There is no next crisscross is not coming here. Okay, next now you assume if I1 can act as an object for M2. No, because practically there is no multiple reflection. Here you are getting I1, I4, I6, I2, I3, I5 because of this multiple reflection. Here there is no possibility for a multiple reflection. Once it is gone means gone. It will never come back. But here also it's gone means gone. There is no chances of multiple reflection. So how many images will be there? 2 images only will be there. So number of images is equal to 2. Okay. I'll tell you some shortcuts, but not now, after some time. Okay, so case 2, right? Case 2, when 2 mirrors are perpendicular to each other. When 2 mirrors are perpendicular to each other. Case 2. 2 mirrors are perpendicular to each other. 2 mirrors are perpendicular to each other. Case number 2. Case 2, number of mirrors, mirrors are perpendicular to each other. Number of images formed by mirrors are perpendicular. Mirrors are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other. Okay, there one clarity for all of you. Previously, I asked one question in the last class we have done solved this example. An object is placed here, or doubt is asked here, so I want to answer to you all. 45 degree. Okay, so here I told object is here, there is an incident ray, reflected ray. In all other cases where we have seen is like object is placed where? Perpendicular to the mirror. If it is not perpendicular to the mirror, to find out easily the answer, you can extend the mirror. You can extend the mirror, then only your object is perpendicular to this one. Correct? So there is an incident ray, there is a reflected ray. So there is an incident ray, there is a reflected ray. If you extend this reflected ray, it will meet at some point will be here. This is what we have done in the last class. So our object should be perpendicular to the mirror always. Okay. Those who have studied last class can understand. Okay. Others, okay. So mirrors are perpendicular to each other. Simple, Anna. So mirrors are parallel to each other. And mirrors parallel, how many images? Infinite mirror. Now two mirrors are perpendicular to each other. M2 and M1. Two mirrors are perpendicular to each other. M1 and M2 are perpendicular to each other. Now I placed one object exactly at the bisector. Bisector means what? Two sector equal ആണ്. ഈ sector equal ആണ്. Bisector exactly 45 degree. Okay, if an object is placed exactly will be here, how many images will be formed? What will happen? What we have learned so far? First, an object, an image. Correct? First one we look into for image. Suppose I am assuming this is at 1 centimeter from here and this is at 1 centimeter from here. Just an assumption only. You can take any value. So if it is 1 centimeter, I know image will be somewhere here. If I am extending this line, so now I have two lines: incident ray perpendicular, reflected ray perpendicular. 1 centimeter. The reflected ray I extended like this. Okay, then next one, what should I want to do? I want to have another incident ray. Okay, I draw another incident ray like this. Okay, and after reflection, going reflection here and going reflections like this. So this is the reflected ray. So this reflected ray I extended and meeting at this point. So two reflected rays are meet, and this will give rise to my first image called I1. Because of M1. Then we will go to M2. This is an incident ray and this is a reflected ray. Reflected ray I extended. Similarly, this will have another lines. Correct? This will have another lines. I can draw, for example, incident ray and reflected ray. Then it will reflect and go like this. So this is an incident ray from there and this is a reflected ray. And this reflected ray I am extending like this. So this will meet at some point and this is called I2. Okay, here I have drawn incident ray into this, into the corner. You can also draw like this also, incident ray, reflected ray. If you draw like this also, this will also meet here. Any ray. Understood? Either you can draw here or you can draw here or you can draw straight. In any way you draw, all the three lines will meet at the same point. Okay, here I have drawn from this object incident ray, reflected ray. You can also draw like this one. So from this object, this is an incident ray and this is a reflected ray. If you connect all these three lines, it will meet at some point. Okay, so I1 and I2. Next one, what will happen? I2 will act as an object for which one? I2. I2 is placed to M1. I2 is a plane and that is perpendicular to M1. So I2 will create an image. Okay, so I2 is how much distance from away from here? 1 centimeter from here. Okay, I2 is 1 centimeter from here. This height I am saying. So this height is how much? 1 centimeter. So this height is 1 centimeter. And this will act as an object for M1. So M1 will form an image will be somewhere here. Okay. So M1 will form an image. See, this is object. This I2 is an object for M1. Keep it in mind. Similarly, I1 is an object for here. Okay, I1 is a, so I am marking. So I2 is act as an object for which one? M1. How much distance away? 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter. Okay. Next, I1 will act as an object for I1 is like this. This is called I1 and this is called M1. So I1 will act for an object for M2. So how much distance away the image will be formed? 1 centimeter. So from here also 1 centimeter, from here also 1 centimeter, from here also 1 centimeter. Both images will be coinciding. I2 will create an image called I3, I1 will create an image called I4. So I3 and I4 will meet at the same point. Understood? So how many images will be there totally? Not 4, only 3. Because these two are intersecting to each other. These two are intersecting to each other. Okay, as I told, there are some methods to find this one easily, but I'll tell you later. I3, I4, else you will not learn this one, how this is came. Okay, this is things. Okay, understood? Many lines will be here. Do not get confused. Okay, you can draw. For example, I'll repeat it once again. For example, this is an object. Okay, this is an object. You can assume like this is a mirror called M1. How many lines you can draw? You can draw, this is an M1. So M1 is a reflecting surface. So what should you do? Incident ray. What will happen? Same ray reflected back. Reflected ray got extended. You can draw any ray, any side. Incident ray. What will happen? Got reflected. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection and the angle is same. You extended this simply. At some point this will meet. Okay, this is actually your I1 will be here. This is one way to draw. Minimum you need 2 lines. You can draw any line. Suppose I am drawing the third line. For example, this is coming like this. Okay, no, I cannot do to M2. I have to do it for M1 because I am doing for M1. So M1 incident ray. What will happen? It will go reflected. I am not bothered about M2. I am only looking for M1. So what will happen? This reflected ray I am extending and meeting at the some common point. This image is called I1. Okay. Now you see the other cases also. This is what I have clubbed there. Now this is an object. Okay. You look only for M2. Forget about M1. So M2. So how many rays you can draw? Any number you can draw. Any number, but minimum 2 is required. Incident ray, always this is an easy way. Incident ray, reflected ray. Reflected ray got extended. Correct? Next one. Incident ray. Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So if this is 30, then this is also 30 degree, for example. Then this reflected ray you got extended. It is meeting at this point. Suppose you are drawing one more line, then incident ray. What will happen? Reflected ray. You don't want to bother about what is happening later. Okay, so incident ray, reflected ray. You are extending the reflected ray. So it will meet at the same point. This will give rise to the left hand side, which is called I2. Correct? Now we got I1, now we got I2. From I2 and I1, now again I2. I2 is perpendicular to what? I2 is perpendicular to M1. Next see, I2 is perpendicular to M1. Now you know this is 1 centimeter given in the question. So now you exactly know 1 centimeter bottom something is forming here. Correct? Similarly, next we will take this point I am marking as I3, for example. Will come here. This is I1. I1 will act as an object for which one? This is plane mirror. You assume it is extended. That's what I told. It is extended. Yeah? You assume. So this is 1 centimeter. So what it will be forming will be here exactly at 1 centimeter. This is called I3. So 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Both will meet at the same point. You are getting I3 and I4 at here. Simple, nothing. You can draw any lines, but 2 lines should cross. Correct alla? Adana case. Vera onnilla. Two lines should cross. Here I have drawn 3 lines. You don't need 3 lines. You need only 2 lines. If you want to do this is one line, definitely everybody will draw. Second one, you can draw this one or you can draw this one. Both is not required. Correct? Any 2 lines is fine. Any 2 line is fine. But the point is like if 2 lines are meeting at some point, that point is the image. Doubt. I'll come there. Reality the mirror size is only this much. Thanks. In reality the image size is only this much, right? Sorry, the mirror size is only this much. To imagine for us, we are just saying okay, even the height, I'm just placing it here. I'm just this is not the reality. For making my calculation, see, I know for this image means what? In this case, this I1. I1 will act as an object for M1. Because I1 will be here and this mirror will be here. So this can be easily placed an image. So to make the things are easier, I am drawing will be here. Else what you can do? You have to draw one incident ray, one reflected ray. You have to draw one incident ray, one reflected ray. If you extend both reflected ray, it will meet at here. You can do like that also. You got my point? I1 is here. Suppose you are not assuming it is extended. You are keeping here. So how many rays will go? One ray will go here, extending. Next ray will go here, extending. These 2 lines are coming and meeting at here. That is also possible. Understood? Easy only or tough only? Easy only, right? Understand and draw, then you have to practice. That's what there are a lot of things will be there, but easy, Anna. This one. This I2 will act as an object for M1. Oh, this reflect you will get it here. I1 I1 that's next meet. Two lines cross cut point image. Lens mirror anybody not understand? Or understood? Anybody understood? Okay. Okay, so if 2 mirrors are perpendicular to each other, means how much degree? 90 degree. Number of images equal to 3. That's important. Number of image is equal to 3. Image equal to 3. Images is equal to 3. Number of images is equal to 3. Totally 3 images. When 2 mirrors are exactly parallel to each other, number of images? Infinity. In a problem we have done. One mirror is like this, one mirror is like this. Number of images equal to 2 degree. When number of perpendicular means number of image 3 degree. Okay. Now I'll tell you one easy way to okay. There is one speciality in these diagrams wherever whatever we have drawn. Okay. That things we are make use of it here. For example, you see object, image. Correct? This case object. This object will give rise to I2. This object will give rise to I1. I1 is another object for M2. I2 is another object for M1. Actually, this is 3 vertices. Okay, for example, if I draw a rectangle like this, object I2 I1 and I3. Now I'll connected this with a circle. Okay, I connected this with a circle. Now I know each will be 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 degree, 90 degree. Okay, so now I'm drawing it again. For example, this is an object, right? This is my circle. Listen very carefully. This is my circle. So this is an object. An image will be formed exactly will be here. And this is I2 image, this is I1 image, and this is I3 image. All together will be forming what? All together forming means 90, 90, 90, 90, 360. But one object can create one image. For example, this object can create this image. Maximum degree is what? 180. Beyond that, not possible. It will never form beyond that. Right? Correct. Exactly opposite. Similarly, I2, this O will create I2. That is how much degree? 90 degree. I2 is created I3. I4. So I2 is created I3, so that is also 90 degree, and this I1 will create I4, that is I1 with I4 is how much? 90 degree. Okay, so that is one shortcut methods to answer this one. For example, crisscross, which means the angle between the two mirrors. Okay, for example, the first mirror is M1, second mirror is M2. Okay, you should make sure that the images will not cross to 180 degree. 180 ke mere pokuda. I will take one example. Based on the example, I will describe. Suppose this angle is alpha plus beta. Just an example, alpha plus beta. It may be 30 degree, 60 degree, anything. Alpha plus 60. Okay, and this is an M1 line. Okay, now what you have to do means, this is your image lines. Okay, so first this will cross here, and you can simply do crisscross lines. Okay, then we'll see how many images are valid, how you got image. This is not described in any book, it's only shortcut method. Okay, so this is alpha plus beta. Next, this is the first M1 line where the first image. Okay, so this is two mirrors. This is M1 mirror or M2 mirror, or simple way I'll say like this. You can put it like M1 here, and you can put it like M2 here, M1, and the angle is alpha plus beta. This is M1 line. So this image alpha plus beta I told, right? This alpha plus beta means this alpha plus beta, which indicate if I have placed an object will be here. This object make alpha degree with the M1. That's the meaning. And this object make beta degree with the M2. Okay, angle between the two mirror is how much? M1 plus M2. In first image form on the angle. First image form on the alpha angle. Okay, this M1 line is called alpha line. You can assume like this is called an alpha line. So M1 equal to alpha, M2 is equal to beta. You assume like that. Okay, we'll do some questions so that you will understand more method. Next, this first image which we are formed will be here. This is an alpha line. You add alpha line with alpha plus beta. So what you will get? 2 alpha plus beta. Okay, 2 alpha plus beta is the angle of the next image created by the object for M1. Okay, then we'll take this one, M2. M2 line is called beta. So what is the image angle will be here? This is beta, alpha plus beta. So what will come? Alpha plus 2 beta. Now this line is alpha plus 2 beta line. Okay, this line now from here it is coming alpha plus 2 beta. Now what is the image will be formed will be here. See, what is this angle again? Alpha plus beta. This is not changing. So now it's called E line alpha plus 2 beta and solo. E line add. So how much will get? Alpha plus 2 beta plus alpha plus beta. 2 alpha plus 3 beta. This line is 2 alpha plus beta, and this beta. So 3 alpha plus beta. You will continue like this. 2 beta. You will continue like this. At some point, I told alpha and beta are the angles, and this total value should not be, which means this is definitely less than 180 degree. This is definitely less than 180 degree. This value is less than 180 degree, then only that is a valid image. Okay, now we will take this as an example. So here how many mirrors will be there? Two mirrors. What is the angle between them? 90. So we'll mark it like this. Just for our assumption, I mark it as 90. Where object is placed? 45 degree, 45 degree. Okay, so from here 45 degree, from here 45 degree. Okay, so now I know like this. Okay, so what I have to draw? I have to two lines. I'm just simply drawing some crisscross lines. Okay, now I know this line is 45 degree, this is 90 degree. So what is the value of this image? This you can consider like this is M1 mirror, and this you can consider as M2 mirror. Okay, these are the two rays one. So what is this angle will come? This is called alpha line, 45 degree. 45 plus 90, how much will come? 135. 135. So here also how much will come? Tell me, this 45 plus 90, 135 degree will come. Okay, so first one while you are extending like this one, you are getting the first images. Now it's starting from 45 degrees, so this 135 and this 135s are equal to this one. Okay, both are same point. So your starting point will give rise to your first image. So this is your first image. So how many images will be there? Number 1, number 2 and number 3, number 4. But here 3 and 4 are same. Okay, so total number of images will be equal to 3, you have to say. Understood? You completed this drawing, 90 degree in the cases. Okay. Then write some notes. Image formed by an object. Image formed by an object will never cross 180 degree. Will never cross 180 degree. Will never cross 180 degree. We'll do a lot of questions so that you will get understand. Will never cross 180 degree. Then below write crisscross shortcut method. Write the heading. Crisscross shortcut method. We'll do some examples. Okay, we'll do multiple examples. First example number 1. First example, or you can put it as a question. Number of images, right? Number of images formed by the mirrors shown below. This is the first example, first question, shown below. So we'll draw two things, M1, M2. Object is placed will be at the bisector 45 degree. Okay, we are applying the shortcut method. So first mirror is what? M1, second is M2. You do like this one. Okay, M1 in the way we will simply draw like this, crisscross. M1 in the first will draw. We are simply drawing some lines. We don't know anything. We are simply drawing. M2 in the way also we are drawing crisscross lines drawn. So we don't know how many will come, but we just drawn. What is this M1 line? M1 is starting from here. M1 line is what? 45 degree. M1 line means from object M1 is how far away? 45 degree. M2 is how much? 45 degree. What is this line? 90. Keep it that mind. So now starting itself will get one images. This first cut is one image. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Number 1 and number 2. Okay. The next line is coming. When this line come, what you have to do? You have to add the two things. 90 plus 45. How much you will get? 135 degree. Now you mark this line is called 135 degree. So here you will get the third image called 3. This is less than 180 degree, right? Yes. So 3. So next this. So this is again 90 plus 45. How much will come? 135. You will get next image. Okay, that's all. Now if you go here further, what is this angle will be here again? 90. 135 plus 90. 225. Not possible. Stop it there. Okay. When you come here also, how much will come? 225. You stop it there. This is not possible. So up to this possible. So number of images is equal to how? Number of images. Number of images is equal to 3. Okay, because this 3 and 4 ഒരേ degree ആണ്. 3 and 4 coincide. That 135, 135. So 3 and 4 coincide. So together taken as one image. Together taken as one image.
So 1 and 2 already
ഇല്ല 1 and 2 എന്നത് ഫസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കുന്ന മട്ടും യു ഹാവ് ടു ടേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ്. ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചത് ഈ 180 45 45 ഇത് ഒന്നാക്കി എടുക്കുക. കാരണം ഫസ്റ്റ്ലി ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി വിൽ ഫോം. Minimum 2 images will be formed. Means inga object vechna definitely M2 will have one image, M1 will have one image. Minimum 2 will form. Definitely minimum 2 will form. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഫസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കാതെ ഫർദർ വരുന്നതെല്ലാം എടുക്കണം. Clear? So this is done up. Understood? Everybody. Then write the next question. Number of images formed by the mirror shown in the figure. Number of images formed in the figure. M1, M2, an object is placed will be here. This is an object and this is 20 degree from here and 40 degree from here. 20 degree from here, 40 degree from here. What will do? Crisscross method. Okay. So M1 will give first priority. Here this is a question which is asked for this year JEE main, but the question is very specific. Number of images formed by the mirror M1. Not the total images. Total images we have some shortcut formula will be there, right? No, we are learning on formula. Some 360 by theta degree. The answer varadu. That's the importance. Then no students will apply that. Correct? Correct answer varadu. So they know that will be there in the option. Options I can give you 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy. So M1 is how much degree? The first we'll draw crisscross. Then crisscross. M1 how much degree? 20 degree. M2 how much degree? 40 degree. What is the angle between them? This angle 60. So what is this first line? First line 60 plus 40. How much? 100. So this is possible, huh? Yes. How much will come? 60 plus 20. How much will come? 80. This angle is how much? 60. 60 plus 80 how much? 140. Possible, huh? Yes, possible. Next 60 plus 100. 160. Possible, huh? Yes. Okay, again we are coming 140 plus 60. So this is again 60. This is how much? 200. Not possible. 160 plus 60. 220. Possible? Not possible. So how many images? 1. M1 ile 1, 2, 3. M2 ile 1, 2, 3. So totally 6 images. Number of images formed on M1 equal to next example number 3. The example number 2 number of images will be equal to how much will be here? Number of images 6, but number of images formed by M1 is how much? 3. That is the question. Okay, they will give you the question like that. That depends. Next. Object 80 plus 50. So what you have to do? Yes. This is 80. This is 50. Totally 130. So how much will come? 130 plus 50. 180. Possible? 180 varakudadu. Less than 180. So 180 is not possible. 80 plus 30 is 80 plus 30 210. 210 possible? No. So number of images equal to 2. Only 2. Number of images equal to 2. Number 1, number 2. Number of images equal to 2. Example number 4, fourth example. Number of images formed by the plane mirror as shown below. M1, M2, 30 degree, 20 degree. Tell me, total number of images are formed by M1 and M2. Together, how many images? 30, 20. 7, huh? Aslam, 7, huh? Okay, doing. Okay. 7. Oh, okay, 7. Easy only, right? So 7 for this answer, right? How to draw? Crisscross. First one, 30. So this line is 30. This line is 50. This line is 20. 30 plus 50, 80. 20 plus 50, 70. This is also 50. 70 plus 50, 120. 50 plus 80, 130. Possible. This is again 50. 130 plus 50, 180. Not possible. 120 plus 50, 170. Possible. Correct. 50. So further not possible anyway. Correct. So how many images? M1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here 5, 6, 7. 7 images will be. Number of images formed on the first mirror? 4. May I ask for NEET 2021? Correct. Makeup. So next. Book method. What we have learned on the books? Below right. Alternate method. You can use your wish. Alternate method. First point, if theta is the angle between two mirrors and the object is at the bisector, then the number of images formed, if theta is the angle between the two mirrors and the object is at the bisector, then the number of images formed is equal to 360 by theta is equal to n, provided this should be an even number. Next one, if 360 by theta is n, which is an even number, and object is placed not at the bisector, then number of image is equal to n minus 1. Okay, we'll take one example, right? Previously we have done some example. Theta equal to 90 degree. This we have done, right? Theta equal to 90 degree. Two mirrors are placed perpendicular to each other. We know number of images equal to 3. And it is placed where? Exactly at the bisector. Now we'll see 360 divided by 90. How much will come? 4. So n is an even number and wrong I have written. The angle is a bisector between and the object is at the bisector. Number of images is n minus 1. First if in both cases n minus 1, right? If this is equal to number of images equal to n minus, for example, if this value is equal to n, then if 360 by theta is equal to n, number of image is equal to n minus 1. Bisector and not bisector. If 360 by is n and this n is an even number. N is an even number of image is equal to the case n minus 1. 360 by theta is equal to n, that even number. 360 by even number and the object is placed not at the bisector. Number of images is equal to n minus 1. So now we know this is called n in case of 90 to 4, 360. Correct? 4. So 4 is an even number. An object is placed at the bisector. Number of images is how much? Number of image is equal to n minus 1. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Easy to remember that crisscross method, since sometimes question will ask, this formula will always give number of images formed by two mirrors together, not separate. Okay. Next, the third point. If theta is angle between the two mirror and object is placed at the bisector and 360 by theta equal to n is an odd number. N is an odd number. N is an odd number. And number of images equal to n minus 1. Similarly, 360 by next point, the third point, the fourth point, right? 360 by theta is n. N is an odd number. An object is placed not at the bisector, then the number of images formed is equal to n. Number of formed is equal to n. Both are same. First 2 points, right? First point, what I told? Theta is angle between the two mirror and the object is placed at the bisector. N is an even number. N is an even number. Number of images n minus 1. That bisector not the bisector number same on n minus 1. First 2 cases number of images formed equal to n minus 1. Simple. This is written up. But I told I can repeat again. No problem. രണ്ട് കേസ് ഉള്ളൂ. അതായത് 360 by theta equal to n നമ്പർ വന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ഈ നമ്പറിന് രണ്ട് കേസ് ആയിരിക്കാം. ഈ നമ്പർ ഈവൺ നമ്പർ ആവാം, ഇല്ല ഈ നമ്പർ ഓഡ് നമ്പർ ആവാം. ഈവൺ നമ്പർ ആയിരുന്നാൽ തിരുപ്പി രണ്ട് കേസസ്. ബൈസെക്ടറിലായിരിക്കും ഇമേജ് പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടാവുക. ബൈസെക്ടർ, നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർ. Correct. So what is the number of images formed? N minus 1, n minus 1. Odd number ആവുമ്പോൾ രണ്ട് cases. One is bisector, not at bisector. Not at bisector. Number of images formed n minus 1. This is n. It depends. No.
360 by 60 and n 6 ആണ് ഈവൻ നമ്പർ. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജ് 6 ആണ്. n മൈനസ് 1 5 വരും.
ഞാൻ എഴുതിയ ഫോർമുലയിലെ മിസ്റ്റേക്ക്.
ഇവിടെ എന്നല്ല, സോറി, ഇവിടെ തന്നെ n മൈനസ് 1 ഈവൻ.
ഇത് എന്നല്ല, 360 by even number, object is placed at the bisector, number of images n minus 1. Theta is the angle between two mirrors and the object is placed at the bisector. ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് രണ്ട് എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് എടുക്കാം, ക്ലാരിഫൈ ചെയ്യാം. ഇപ്പോൾ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഇപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞത് 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലെ കേസിൽ എത്ര ഇമേജസാണ് വന്നത്? 6. അപ്പോൾ n വരണം നടത്തം അല്ലേ? അപ്പം n ഈവൺ ആണ് അത് പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്തത്. അപ്പം അത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ n മൈനസ് 1. അപ്പം നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർ. ഓക്കെ, 1 സെക്കൻഡ്. ഇതിനകത്ത് കറക്ഷന്, if theta, okay, let me take an 360. Okay, if theta is angle between the two mirrors, first case n 360 by theta is n is an even number. N is an even number. N is an even number വരുന്ന object is at the bisector, number of images is n minus 1. അത് correct ആണ്. ഈ next one, n is an even number not at the bisector. ആ കേസിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ number of images is n, not at minus 1, not at the bisector. ഇതാണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നം. You can take some examples and verify that. In odd number cases, can you tell me some odd number problem we have done? We'll verify that whether it's correct or not. Odd number varnathu, total angle odd number varnathu 360 by 80 varuma fractional number alle varunnu 80 plus 50 130 but അത് correct ആവോ 360 ക്ക് ഇല്ല. ഇപ്പം let me take one example. 360 by ഒരു odd number വരുന്നത് നമ്മൾ 3 എടുക്കാം. ഇപ്പം for example 360 by 120 degree I am taking, so odd number equal to 3. It is 5 വരുന്നത് what will matches with 5 80 40, so 5 okay, let me make it as 5. ഒരിക്കലും 5 കിട്ടണമെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 72. So 360 divided by 120 degree is how much? Will come 3. So we'll apply, we know two mirrors are at 120 degree, M1 and M2 at 120 degree. So crisscross method apply. So first one, these two mirrors, so n is an odd number. I'm assuming the first case at bisector. So what is this angle? 120. So this angle is 60. This angle is 60. So here 180, not possible. Here 180, not possible. So these two are not possible. How many images? 2. So the number of images, if it is at the bisector, it is n minus 1. So this is correct. So now this is correct, this is correct. Now we'll verify. Not at the bisector. Not at the bisector means the same examples I will take 120 degree, but one is making as 90, another is making as 30. 90 plus 30. So 120 plus 30, 150, possible. 90 plus 120, 210, not possible. So how many images? 3 images. So if 360 by 120 is 3, an odd number, not at the bisector, number of images is correct. Okay. Doubt. What's the doubt? Theta 50 ആയിരിച്ചാ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ വിൽ സി. അപ്പോൾ നെക്സ്റ്റ് നിയറസ്റ്റ് നമ്പറിലോട്ട് അപ്രോക്സിമേറ്റ് ചെയ്യിച്ചാൽ പോകും. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഇപ്പോൾ 360 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 50 ഡിഗ്രി, ഹൗ മച്ച് വിൽ കം എക്സാക്ട്ലി? 0 ക്യാൻസൽ, 7.2 കേട്ടല്ലേ? 7.2 എന്ന് വരുമ്പോൾ 7 എടുത്തിനാ പോകും. ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ 7.8 എന്ന് വന്നു, അങ്ങനെ വന്നിനാ 8 എന്ന് എടുക്കാം അപ്രോക്സിമേറ്റ്ലി. അതത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. 5 on the no. What will do? 7.52 we can written as 7.5 dimension analysis. Attended up? There we are learning 7.56 is written as okay. 56 written as 7.6 approximate. 7.55 how will approximate? 7.6 will approximate to 7.6. So when 7.5 comes, you can take it as 8.
Sir, for 130 angle, sir, 2.5 is coming, but image is only 2, sir.
Yes.
How we can take it as 3 image? 2.5 or 3?
2.5 another number of images means 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not be a fraction number. Up a fraction one enough fraction you can ignore. And simple. 7.7 you can just ignore the fraction. Whatever the whole number. What she is asking is, suppose if I do some calculation, I got number of images is equal to 2.5. This you will come only based on this method, but in the crisscross method this will never come. Crisscross method never will come. If you apply the same cases, if you are getting 2.5, if you apply in a crisscross method, you will come with 2. The third one is extending, maybe 180 degree kuda adhigam irukum, 210, 240. Adana 180 degree level of fraction adhigam irukku, adana 0.5 varadhukkulla reason. Understood? Okay. Fine. So this is clear, this is clear, right? N minus 1, n minus 1, n. I will never remember this so far in the last 7 years. so I will always take some examples and then solve it and find out. Okay, if you are remembering, it's okay. Else you can apply any method and you can find. Okay. Can a formula confusions?
ஓட் இல்லாமல் வெறும் பைசெக்டர் நாட் பைசெக்டர்னே போட்டுக்கலாம் சார். ஃபார்முலா ரெண்டு ஒரே மாதிரி சார்.
ஈவன் ஓடு ஏதோ ஒரு கேஸில் மீட் ஆகிங்களா 360/θ பண்ணினா ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு கிடக்குது ஈவன் நம்பராக இருக்கும் இல்லைன்னா ஓட் நம்பராக இருக்கும்.
இல்லைங்க சார், அதான் சார். இப்போ என்ன நம்பர் வந்தாலும் பைசெக்டர் நாட் பைசெக்டர் கண்டுபிடிச்சா போதும் இல்லைங்க சார். எதுக்குங்க சார் ஈவன் நாட்? எப்படி இருந்தாலும் ஃபார்முலா ஒரே மாதிரி தாங்க சார்.
அல்ல எல்லா ஃபார்முலையும் ஒரே மாதிரி இல்லைல்லோ. இது என்னங்க
சார், இது என்னங்க சார், இது n-1 இது n-1. பைசெக்டர் நாட் பைசெக்டர் வச்சா போதுங்க சார். ஆர்டர் ஈவன் தேவையில்லையா சார்?
എങ്ങനെ ഇത് അല്ല നീ சொன்ன കറക്റ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർക്ക് ഒരേ ഫോർമുല നോട്ട് എ ബൈസെക്ടർക്ക് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഫോർമുല അത് കറക്റ്റ് தான் ഒന്നുമില്ല ഇല്ല ഇല്ല അത് എഴുതുമ്പോൾ അപ്പടി തിരുപ്പി എഴുതിയത് മക്കൾ നോട്ട് കണ്ടേ കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലേ അല്ല അത് എഴുതിയ സെൻറ്റൻസ് തെറ്റാണ്. ഇവിടെ ഡയഗ്രാം നോക്കിയേ θ/2 θ/2 അത് ഈ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് തെറ്റാണ്. ഇവിടെ നോക്കിയേ θ/2 θ/2 ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഈസ് ഫോംഡ് 360/θ -1.
ഓഡിന് മാത്രമേ ഒരു രണ്ട് പോസിബിലിറ്റി പറയുന്നു. ഈവനിന് ഒരു പോസിബിലിറ്റി n-1
അല്ല ഈവണിന് രണ്ട് കേസസ് വരാലോ.
കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം സാർ ഈവനിന്
കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ പറയണേ തെറ്റാണ്. അങ്ങനല്ല. അതാണ് പറഞ്ഞത് ബൈസെക്ടറിലാണെങ്കിലാണ് n-1, നോൺ ബൈസെക്ടർ ആണെങ്കിൽ n ആണ്. അത് ഈവൺ ആയിരുന്ന അതായത് ബൈസെക്ടർ ആയിരുന്നാൽ n-1, നോട്ട് ബൈസെക്ടർ ആണെങ്കിലാണ് n. നമ്മൾ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കിയാൽ മതി. എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് എടുത്ത് വരച്ച് നോക്കിയാൽ ഇങ്ങനെ കറക്റ്റ് ആണ്. ബൈസെക്ടർ ആണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ n-1 വരുള്ളൂ, നോട്ട് ബൈസെക്ടറിൽ n. ഇല്ല, അത് സ്പെഷ്യൽ കേസ് അല്ല, കാരണം പാരലൽ അല്ല. ബട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ സേ ഇത് എപ്പടി சொல்லணும்னா ഇതൊരു 180 ഡിഗ്രി மாதிரி അസ്യൂം பண்ணணும். നോട്ട് എക്സാക്ട്ലി കറക്റ്റ് പാരലാ വരുമ്പോൾ 0 ഡിഗ്രി, ഷിഫ്റ്റ് ആയാൽ അത് 180 ഡിഗ്രി തന്നെ. 180 ഡിഗ്രി ഷിഫ്റ്റ് ആണ്, 180 ഡിഗ്രി. ബട്ട് ഇത് ആ ഫോർമുല വെച്ച് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ മുടിയാത്. ഇപ്പോൾ പാരലൽ വരുന്നത് പാരലൽ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 0 ഡിഗ്രിയാണ്. 360/0 ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി.
இந்த ரே ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகல, இந்த ரே ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகல சார். இது வந்து பண்ணல, அதனால தான் இங்கே இமேஜ் ஃபார்ம் ஆகல.
കറക്റ്റ്. കാരണം ഈ ഒരു റേ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയാൽ ഈ കേസിൽ ഇங்கே റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആണ്ടേ ഇங்கே പോയി ഹിറ്റ് ആവും, ദെൻ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഗോ ബാക്ക്. ബട്ട് ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. ഇங்கே റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയിനാ ഇங்கே ഹിറ്റ് அதுக்கு വേറെ മിറർ ഇല്ല. സോ ദിസ് വിൽ സിംപ്ലി ഗോ ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. ഇங்கே പോയിനാ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയി എങ്ങനെ ഇതോ ഇത് റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആകും. ഇപ്പം I1 വരുന്നത് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് I1 ഇങ്ങനെ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയി ഇപ്പടി പോയിടും, ഇങ്ങനെ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയി ഇപ്പടി പോയിടും. എല്ലാ റേസും പാരലൽ ആയിരിക്കും. അവിടെ തന്നെ ഫസ്റ്റ് റേ വന്നു റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയി, സെക്കൻഡ് റേ വന്നു റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ആയി, എല്ലാം പാരലൽ റേസ് ആക്കി. ഇറ്റ് വിൽ നെവർ മീറ്റ്.
இப்படி பண்ணலாம்ல சார்? இது வந்து இங்கே போய் இப்படி பண்ணும்போது இங்கே போய்
ഇത് എടുക്കാൻ മുടിയാത്. ഇത് എടുക്കുന്ന വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പം ഇതല്ലേ M1, ഇതാണ് I2. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു I1 എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് പോണ അതേ പാത്ത് കൂടെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് പോകാൻ മുടിയാത്. ഇങ്ങ പണിയിരിക്കണം എന്നാ ഡിഫറൻസ്? ഇത് രണ്ട് പാരലൽ അല്ലേ? ഇത് രണ്ട് പാരലൽ ആകുമ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് സെക്കൻഡ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഇപ്പടിയേ പോയിടും. ഇങ്ങനെ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഫസ്റ്റ് മിറേജ് വന്നു, കറക്റ്റാ. പിന്നെ ഇതേ കാരണം പാരലൽ ആയിരുന്നാൽ, കാരണം ഇപ്പോൾ it is not necessary that you have to always to take from the center. You can draw any lines. ഈ ഒരു കേസിൽ ഇഫ് യു ഡ്രോ ദിസ് ലൈൻസ് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡേ ഇതേമാതിരി വന്നാലും ഈ ഒരു ലൈൻസ് ഇങ്ങനെ പാസ്സായി പോകും, ഈ ഒരു ലൈൻസ് ഇങ്ങനെ ക്രോസ് ആയി പോകും. പക്ഷേ ആ ഒരു ഡ്രോയിങ് ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് കറക്റ്റ്. വൈ? ബിക്കോസ് ഇത് പാരലായി വന്നതാണ് ഈ പോണ റേ ഹിറ്റായി, ഇങ്ങ പോണ റേയും ഇങ്ങ ക്രോസ് ആയി, ഇങ്ങ ക്രോസ് ആണ് റേ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടൈമിൽ എങ്ക ക്രോസ് ആകും.
போன ஒரே பார்த்து எடுக்கக்கூடாது.
പോണ ഒരേ പാത്ത് എടുക്കാം, രണ്ട് മിറർ പാരലായിരുന്നു മറ്റും. കാരണം വെച്ചാൽ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഫർദർ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് വേണം. ഇങ്ങ ഫർദർ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് ഇരിക്കാതെ ഇപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങ പോയിനെ ഇങ്ങ വിട്ടു, ഇങ്ങ പോയിനെ ഇങ്ങ വിട്ടു, ഇങ്ങ പോയിനെ ഇങ്ങ വിട്ടു. അതാ ഇത് എഡ്ജ് ടു എഡ്ജാണ്. ഒരു എഡ്ജിൽ ഒരു റേ പോകും, ഒരു എഡ്ജ് ടു എഡ്ജ് ആവുന്ന കേസല്ല ഇത് തന്നെ ഇങ്ങനെ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ്. മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് വരുന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇത് സെൻട്രൽ അലൈൻ പണത്. ഇത് മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് ഇല്ല,
இங்கே சென்டரில் ஒரே தான் போகுமா சார்? நம்ம வந்து நம்ம கன்வீனியன்ஸ்க்காக நிறைய போகிற மாதிரி நம்ம கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கிறோம்.
അല്ല, സെൻട്രൽ വേണം, உங்களுக்கு എவ்வளோ ലൈൻസ് വേണാലും പോടാം. ബട്ട് എന്നെ പ്രശ്നം കേട്ടിനാ ഇതെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ രണ്ട് ലൈൻസാണ്, രണ്ട് റേ പാരലാക്കി നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് സെൻറ്ററിൽ പോസിബിൾ ആണ്. സെൻറ്ററിൽ മാത്രമല്ല എല്ലാ എഡ്ജിലും മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് പോസിബിൾ ആണ്. നിറയെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഹിറ്റായി ഇതേമാതിരി അതല്ലല്ലോ കേസ്. பண்ணக்கூடாது நான் சொல்ல பண்ணக்கூடாது கேட்டினா மல்டிபிள் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன்ஸ் வராது. மல்டிபிள் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷனுக்கு சான்ஸ் இல்லല്ലോ.
இது இங்கே எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது சார். நம்ம
எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணது நம்ம ஈஸினஸுக்கு தான் நம்ம பண்ணது. இன் ரியாலிட்டி இதுதான் மிரண்ட சைஸ். இன் ரியாலிட்டி இதுதான் மிரண்ட சைஸ்.
ஏன் ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சார் புரியுது. സെൻറ്ററിൽ ഞാൻ ഇங்கே பண்ணியிருப்பானா இங்கே பண்ணக்கூடாது.
ഇங்கே பண்ணതിൻ്റെ റീസൺ കേട്ടാൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് സെക്കൻഡിക്ക് റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് വരും. ഓക്കെ, ഈ സെക്കൻഡിക്ക് റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ വന്നിട്ട് ഇங்கே ഒരു റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ മെക്കാനിസം ഓടിയിട്ടേ ഇരിക്കും. വെയിറ്റ് ഇங்கேயும் ഒരു റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ മെക്കാനിസം ഓടിയിട്ടേ ഇരിക്കും. ഇங்கேயும் ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും, ഇங்கேயும் ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും. എല്ലായിടത്തും യൂണിഫോം ആയിരിക്കണം. അതാണ് റേ വരക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ. ഇங்கே മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും. ഇന്നൊരു സെക്ഷൻ എടുത്താലും മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും. ഇന്നൊരു സെക്ഷനിൽ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ് ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും. ഇங்கே മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കും. ഇங்கே മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കില്ല, ഇங்கே മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓടിയിട്ടിരിക്കില്ല, ഇല്ല. അപ്പോൾ അത് നോൺ യൂണിഫോം ആണ്. ഒരു റേ വിൽ നെവർ ഗിവ് എനി നോൺ യൂണിഫോം സ്ട്രക്ചർ. എപ്പോഴുമേ മേലെ തന്നെ പോകണം, അതേ കീഴേയും പോയിട്ട്. ഇங்கே യൂണിഫോം ആണ്, ഇங்கே യൂണിഫോം ആണ്, ഇங்கே യൂണിഫോം ആണ്. ഇത് എല്ലായിടുമേ യൂണിഫോം ആണോ? അല്ല. കാരണം ഇവിടെ നോ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ, ഇവിടെ നോ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ. ഇവിടെ യു ആർ സെയിങ് ഐ ആം സെയിങ് മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻസ്. അത് തപ്പാണ്.
ஆனால் இங்கே ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இதுதானே சார்?
ஏன்
இங்கே ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இதுதானே சார்?
இங்கே
ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து I1 தானே சார்?
I1 தான் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்.
இது இப்படி பட்டு இப்படி போகுது, இப்படி இன்டர்செக்ட் ஆகாதான்னு சொன்னாங்க.
அதான் அண்ணா உங்களுக்கு சொல்லணும் புரிஞ்சு. இப்போ இங்கே ஆல்ரெடி ஐ ஹவ் ட்ரான் ஒன் இன்சிடென்ட் ரே, ஒன் ரிஃப்ளெக்டட் ரே, ஒன் இன்சிடென்ட் ரே, ஒன் ரிஃப்ளெக்டட். அவ்வளோதான். யூ கேன் ட்ரா மல்டிபிள் திங்ஸ் ப்ரொவைடட் மேலேக்கும் மல்டிபிள் மாதிரி போயிட்டு இருக்கணும். இங்கே இப்போ மல்டிபிள் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் மாதிரி போயிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா? இல்லை, ஒரு ரே போயினா அவ்வளோதான். இங்கே ஒரு ரே போயினா அவ்வளோதான், மல்டிபிள் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன்ஸ் இல்லை. பட் இங்கே என்னன்னா only one incident happening. One incidents are happening. One incident is happening. How many incidents? Many number. How many things will be there overall? Many number. Many equal ആണ് ഇവിടെ. One. Now you say again next one is coming means here I will say many, not possible. All diagrams uniform ആണ്. റേയിൽ വരയ്ക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ ഡയഗ്രാംസും യൂണിഫോം ആയി. മേലെ എന്നാ പോണോ അതാ കീഴേയും വരുന്നത്. സിമെട്രിക്കൽ ആയിരിക്കും. ഉണ്ടല്ല. ഓക്കെ. Next one, rotation of mirror. Rotation of mirror. First point, if the mirror is rotated by, if the mirror is rotated by theta degree, if the mirror is rotated by theta degree, then the reflected ray will rotate by 2 theta degree. Then the reflected ray is rotated by 2 theta degree. Just see one examples. Okay, suppose this is an angle theta 1, this is an angle theta 2. Mirror is like this. Now I am rotating the mirror, the second stage. I rotated the mirror. Now the mirror is like this. The initial position, the mirror is rotated by theta degree. Mirror rotated, if I am not changing incident ray, so incident ray will come like this one, and the reflected ray will go like this. And the reflected ray will rotate by how much degree? 2 theta degree. That's the meaning. Incident mirror theta degree rotate, this ray will also rotate by 2 theta. So here the mirror is rotated in what direction? Clockwise direction. Correct? And the ray is also rotating in what direction? Clockwise direction. So right. Depend same direction like clockwise. So mirror theta degree rotate, this is an experimentally proven thing. Mirror theta degree rotate, the reflected ray will also rotate by 2 theta, double. 360 degree rotate, reflected ray will rotate by that much degree. Below write one question. By how much degree the mirror should rotate? By how much degree the mirror should rotate? The mirror should rotate to make the reflected ray horizontal, to reflected ray horizontal, bracket positive x direction, by how much degree the mirror should rotate to make the reflected ray horizontal. Then cases, now reflected ray initially 60 degree, and this is also 60 degree. Now how much degree I need this reflected ray horizontal? This is horizontal. So how much degree I have to rotate this reflected ray? 30 degree I have to rotate. Okay, so the reflected ray should rotate 30 degree. To have this one, how much I have to rotate the mirror? 15. So mirror should rotate by 15 degree, 15. Mirror should rotate by 15 degree. Mirror should rotate by 15. Mirror double reflected ray. So if reflected ray goes at so and so degree, then okay. So the next heading. This is straightforward, simple thing. Any doubt so far? If any doubt, you have to ask and clear. So we are entering a little different. One minute.
Both will be equal only.
Both will be equal. Just mark it as theta 1 theta. That's all.
Here also it will be 2 theta.
Incident ray position we are not changing. We are unchanged. Incident ray positions we are not changing. We are keeping incident ray position same. Then mirror alone rotated. Once you rotate the mirror also, I am keeping the incident ray in the same position. Then what will happen to the reflected ray? We are not changing incident ray. Incident ray when the position same. Once you rotate the mirror also, incident ray same position is coming.
But then the law of reflection will not be law of reflection I is equal to R. That won't be correct, no, sir.
Law of reflection is correct. Law of reflection is correct. Why? Because this is an incident ray, this is a reflected ray, this is a normal ray. Suppose if you rotate the mirror, incident ray position is correct, like this. Correct? But you know now the reflected ray is rotated. But now this normal ray is also getting changes like this. Okay, if this is how much degree, for example, if this is 30 degree, then this is 30 degree, that is angle of, this is a law of reflections. Correct. Next, now here means if you put normal ray, then now the angle of incidence also changes. Angle of incidence changes, but the way from where the normal ray is coming, that is still same. Why the angle of incidence changes? Because mirror shifted, normal ray is also shifted. Earlier the normal is here, now the normal is shifted because of the shift in mirror. So still angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection, both are still same. That is not changes because the normal is shifting. That's the reason. Okay, next one. Velocity of image. Velocity of image. Velocity of image, important. May get one question. Velocity of image. Next topic. Velocity of image. Okay. Adil case 1. Object moving perpendicular to mirror. Object moving perpendicular to mirror. Object moving perpendicular to mirror. Then listen here. This is a mirror. Okay. And there are three velocities we are considering. Velocity of mirror, Vm. Now the mirror is rest. Okay, let me assume the mirror is at rest and the object will be there. This object is moving perpendicular to the mirror. This is a velocity of object. Okay, so this is a velocity of object. How the velocities are moving? Velocities are moving perpendicular. So velocity of object perpendicular. Then what will happen to the image? The object is moving closer to the mirror. Image will also moving closer. Image is also moving like this, right? So here is the velocity of image that is also perpendicular and moving towards this one. Okay, but by sign conventions we will say whatever moving in the positive x direction, in the positive x direction, positive x is taken as positive. What is moving left, which means in the negative x direction, is taken as negative. So I can say velocity of object perpendicular. Velocity of object perpendicular. What direction? Positive x direction is equal to velocities of image in perpendicular but with negative sign. Negative sign. So opposite arike move. This is the number 1, first point. So right. So object moving perpendicular, image is also moving perpendicular. Perpendicular means this direction. Okay, and mirror is at rest. Okay, written. See here, velocity of the mirror we have taken as 0. Why? Because we told velocity, the mirror is not moving. So without mirror moving, this is a case. Suppose if mirror is also moving, what should we do? I don't know what direction is moving. So below write a note. If mirror velocity, this is important. This is a real question. If mirror velocity is taken into account. If mirror velocity is taken into account, then velocity of object with respect to mirror, VOM, velocities of object with respect to mirror is equal to velocity of image with respect to mirror negative, because object and image will be moving in opposite direction, right? Always opposite. So velocities of object with respect to mirror means object minus mirror is equal to negative of velocity of image with velocity of mirror. This is for a perpendicular motion. Always we are talking about perpendicular. So velocity of object minus velocity of mirror equal to minus velocity of image plus velocity of mirror. So this Vm is taken to the right hand side and Vi is taken to the left hand side. So velocity of object plus velocity of image is equal to 2 times of velocity of mirror, and velocity of object plus velocity of image divided by 2 is the velocity of mirror. Okay, more specifically, velocity of object perpendicular plus velocity of image perpendicular divided by 2 is actually the velocity of mirror. Okay. Now we'll come back, few minutes will be to here. Velocity of mirror in this case, so if you substituted 0, what you will get? VO perpendicular equal to minus VA, so you will get this one. Okay, in this case mirror. Next one, case 2. Case 2. Object is moving parallel to mirror. Object is moving parallel to mirror. Object is moving parallel to mirror. Case 2. Case 2. Object is moving parallel to mirror. Parallel to mirror. So what will happen? This is a mirror. This is an object. Object is moving parallel to the mirror. So object moving parallel. Okay. So what will happen? Image. Image will also move parallel. Image parallel. Okay. So if object is moving downward, for example, object parallel, it's negative because minus y direction. Clear? So what will happen? Image. Image is also moving parallel, but what direction? Minus direction. Negative. That's all. Okay, we'll do a question. Find the velocity of image. 2017 Neet, I guess. Find the velocity of the image. When mirror at rest. When mirror at rest. When mirror is at rest. With a 45 degree, object is moving at a speed of 5 root 2. So what is the velocity of image in this case? correct 5 object is moving at 5 root 2. So in this case what you have to do, you have a parallel component, you have a perpendicular component. Okay, so which means this is similar to two-dimensional motion, right? You will split it. So you have one component of velocity like this and another component, that 5 root 2 is splitted. What is this will come? 5 root 2 cos 45. What is this will come? 5 root 2 sin 45. So cos 45 is 1 by root 2, so this become 5. Sin 45 is also 1 by root 2, so this become 5. This 5 is a perpendicular velocity. This 5 is a parallel velocity. Okay. So if 5 is perpendicular, image is also perpendicular, and image is also moving. Image will also have two components. Parallel means parallel. So image will have also component. So image parallel is equal to 5. Image perpendicular is equal to how much? Minus 5. Opposite line. Minus 5. But how to find out the resultant? How to find the resultant means here object velocity, I can say object velocity with respect to mirror. Mirror is 0. So VO minus VM. Okay, is equal to this 5 parallel. I can say 5I plus 5J in vector notation. And velocity of image with respect to mirror equal to 5I, which I? Minus 5I, minus x direction, plus what will come? 5J. So this is the answer to the question. Minus 5I plus 5J. Because it is a two-dimensional motion, it's not a one-dimensional motion, it's a two-dimensional motion. Finish. So this is an image velocity with respect to mirror. Write the next question. Find the velocity of image. Find the velocity of image. Vm equal to 2 meter per second. Object 5 meter per second. This is 37 degree. Okay, so what we need to do, we have to split the object velocity into two parts. Correct? We'll answer it. We need to split object into two parts. Object, it's a two-dimensional motion, so there are two parts. One part is how much will come. This is the mirror velocity. Vm is given as 2 meter per second. We know it's negative, we'll take while solving, it's negative. So 5 meter per second. So this will come how much? 5 cos 37. This will come as 5 sin 37. 5 cos 37 is 4. 5 sin 37 is 3. Okay, it's a very standard values. 5 cos 37 4, 5 sin 37 3. What all the velocities will be here? Here I can written as 4I plus 3J. This is a velocity of object alone, not with respect to mirror. Okay. So write 5 cos 37 plus 5 sin 37. Okay. Now when mirror is also moving, what is the formula for mirror? Vm equal to V object perpendicular plus V image perpendicular divided by 2. V mirror, what is the value? -2. -2. V object perpendicular, what is the perpendicular component here? 4 ആണ്. 4 is a perpendicular one. What is the image perpendicular? I don't know. Perpendicular divided by 2. So how much will come? -4 2 -4 equal to VI perpendicular. So VI perpendicular is equal to how much will come? -8. Okay, -8. VI parallel is how much? Because it's a two-dimensional motion, so parallel to parallel. VI parallel is equal to what? V object parallel. What is V object parallel? 4 or 3? This is called V object parallel. This is the V object perpendicular. What is V object parallel? 3. In what direction? Upside. So image in the direction. Image, how I can represent it as -8. So I can represent as -8I. Okay, and it is parallel. Parallel is how much? 3. So I can say 3J. So answer is V velocity of image with respect to mirror is equal to -8I plus 3J. Magnitude wise root of 64 plus 9. Correct? -8 whole square. 64, 3 in the square 9. So how much will come? Root of 73 meter per second. Depends upon the question. Velocity of?
Velocity of the mirror, because it is with respect to the mirror you are talking. Velocity of the image minus velocity of the mirror.
You are asking the last one, no? VIM. No. Here, this is not with respect to mirror. Velocity of image. That's all. IM is the mirror, I. Velocity of image. Velocity of image is a question, not with respect to mirror. VI minus VM. So this is just velocity of image. -8 plus 3J. That we can written as like this, something like this one, root 73 meter per second. Understood? Can you do one question? Okay. Find the velocity of image. Find the velocity of image. Find the velocity. Take your time. Do it slowly. Understand. Find the velocity of image. VI kandupidikkanam. Find the velocity of image. Object is moving at a speed of 2√2 meter per second with 45 degree. Mirror is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second. Take it slowly. Mirror move ആകുമ്പോൾ formula change ആവും. കേട്ടല്ല, മിററിന്റെ ഫോർമുല യൂസ് ചെയ്യണം. ഇതിപ്പോൾ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് is a two-dimensional motion. So it has X component and Y component. Velocity of mirror. അത് +2 -2 +2 വരും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇത് വെയിറ്റിംഗ് ഫോർ യുവർ ആൻസർ. മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ ഓപ്ഷൻസ് சொல்லக்கூடாது, ഒരേ ഒരു ഓപ്ഷൻ சொல்லணும். ഓക്കെ, take time and do it slowly, step by step, because after next month also if you open this notebook you should understand what you have written. First object is split here, 2 root 2 cos 45, 2 root 2 sin 45. So object perpendicular, object parallel. Mirror is having only one. Then image has to find out. Image in I, J, K coordinate. Got it, huh? Yes.
Cross
ഏത് കേസിൽ? ആ, ഏതാണ്? 60 ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. അത് അതാ പറഞ്ഞത്, അതിപ്പം 45 ഡിഗ്രിയിൽ വെക്കുന്ന കേസിലാണ് ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റ് വരുന്നത്. ഇപ്പം ഈ കേസിൽ 90 വരും, 90 വരും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒന്ന് ക്ലോക്ക് വൈസിലാണ്, ആൻറ്റി ക്ലോക്ക് വൈസിലാണ് വരുന്നത്. മറ്റത് മിറർ വെക്കുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്, 90 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 60 വരുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ മിറർ വെക്കുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഇമേജ് ഫോം ആവുന്നു മറ്റേ ഇമേജ് തമ്മിലവിടെ കോയിൻസൈഡ് ഇല്ല. ഈ ഒരു 90 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവിടെ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിൽ നിന്ന് ഈ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ഇമേജാണിത്, ഈ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ഇമേജാണ് ഇത്. അത് രണ്ടും ഒരേ പോയിന്റിലല്ല അവിടെ വരുന്നത്. ഇങ്ങനെ അല്ല, അതാ പറഞ്ഞത്. 90 കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ 150 വന്നാൽ ഈ കേസിൽ 150 എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ക്യാൻസൽ ആവുന്നില്ല അതല്ല ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ നേരത്തെ 135 പറഞ്ഞു, കോയിൻസൈഡിങ് ആണ്. ഇവിടെ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് കോയിൻസൈഡിങ് അല്ല? കാരണം സ്ട്രക്ചർ അങ്ങനെ കിടക്കുന്നത് 60 വെക്കുന്നത്. കാരണം 90 സിമെട്രിക്കലാണ്. ഇതെന്താണോ ഇവിടെ കൊടുക്കുന്നത് അതാണ് ഇവിടെ തരുന്നത്. ബട്ട് ഇവിടെ ഈ 150 എന്നുണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ഫസ്റ്റ് മിററിന്ന് 150, സെക്കൻഡ് മിററിന്ന് 150. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് മിററിന്ന് 150 എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എവിടെയായിരിക്കും വരിക, സെക്കൻഡ് മിററിന്ന് 150 എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എവിടെയായിരിക്കും വരിക. അത് രണ്ടും ഒരേ പോയിന്റിലല്ല. ബട്ട് ഇൻ പ്രീവിയസ് കേസ് 135 ഫ്രം ഫസ്റ്റ് മിറർ, 135 ഫ്രം സെക്കൻഡ് മിറർ, ബോത്ത് വിൽ കം ടു സെയിം പോയിന്റ്. അതല്ലേ 90 + 45 ആണ്, 90 + 45 ആണ്. ഇതാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്കിയോ നിൽക്കുന്നത്, ഇതാണ് 90. ഒരു 45 ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വലിച്ച് ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. 90 + 45 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. 45 ഡിഗ്രി ഇങ്ങോട്ട് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് വരും. അപ്പോൾ 90 പ്ലസ് അല്ല, ഇത് ലാസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് ഉണ്ട്, തേർഡ് ഇമേജ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് എവിടെ വരുന്നത് 45. ആ ഡയഗ്രം എടുത്ത് ക്രിസ് ക്രോസ് ഡയഗ്രം എടുത്ത് ക്രിസ് ക്രോസ് വരച്ചെടുക്ക്. ഇതാണ് 40. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് 45 പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45. സോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇമേജ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇത് M1, ഇത് M2 ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഇതാ വരുന്നത്. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45 ഡിഗ്രി. ദിസ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45 ഡിഗ്രി. ഇനി തേർഡ് ഇമേജ് അടുത്ത, ഓക്കെ ഇത് 45. ഇനി ഈ കേസിൽ ഇവിടെ വരും. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് 45 ഡിഗ്രി. അതാണ് എൻ്റെ മീനിങ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിവിടെ 45 അടുത്ത ഇമേജ് വന്നു. 1 2 2 4. ഇനി അടുത്ത ഇവിടെ അല്ല 3 വരുന്നത്. 3 വരുമ്പോൾ എത്ര ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് വരുന്നത്? ടോട്ടലി 135 മീൻസ് ഈ വരുന്ന 90 ഈ വരുന്ന 40 ഇത് ചേർന്നാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് 135 വരുന്നത് ഇങ്ങോട്ട്. ഇനി ഇവിടുന്ന് 45 ഇതിൻ്റെ 90 45 + 90 അത് ചേർന്നാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് 135 വരുന്നത്. ഇത് രണ്ടു പേർന്ന് ഒരേ പോയിന്റോട്ടാണ്. ബട്ട് വാല്യൂ എത്ര പറഞ്ഞത് 60 30 വെക്കുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ഇതൊരു ഇമേജ് ഇവിടെ ഫോം ചെയ്യും, ഇതൊരു ഇമേജ് ഇവിടെ ഫോം ചെയ്യും. ഇതിങ്ങനെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ സം നമ്പർ വരെ. ഇപ്പോൾ 36 വരുമ്പോൾ എത്ര വരുന്നത് 60, 36/6 അല്ലേ ആൻസർ 6. പക്ഷെ ആൻസർ 6 വരുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഇത് 30 + 60 ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്, ഇത് അടുത്ത് വരുന്നത് 30 + 60 ഇവിടെ 90 ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഇവിടെയാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് 90. ഇത് 30 + 60 ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന 90 ഇങ്ങോട്ടാണ്. സെയിം ലൈൻ അല്ല, ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ലൈനാണ്. ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ലൈനാണ്. അത് 90 ഡിഗ്രിയിൽ മാത്രമേ ആ കേസ് വരുള്ളൂ. 90 ഡിഗ്രിൻ്റെ കേസിൽ ഓൺലി ദാറ്റ് 2 ലൈൻസ് വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് കോയിൻസൈഡ്, ബാക്കി വരില്ല. ഓൺലി 90. ഓക്കെ, so got the answer to the question? Got it? What's the answer? 2 root 2 means in this direction. Okay, like this, how much? Okay, so I can return as 2 root 2 I minus, correct? No. 2 root 2 is correct IJK formula answer because it's IJK. Minus 2I 2J. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ 2 root 2. Magnitude 2 root 2. Correct അല്ല? Directions minus 2. So one more question.
Distance between object and mirror.
അത് നോക്കണ്ട. It is not given. You don't want to.
Image or mirror distance.
Increase ആകും. ഇല്ല, this is going like this means image will also go like this. If this is coming closer to the mirror, then image will also come closer. Decreases. Mirror is going this side, okay. But which velocity will be higher? Perpendicular velocity is how much? Minus 2. Sorry, object is 2 root 2. 2 root 2 and 2. Any relative velocities are there? No relative velocity, 0. Depends upon the speed only we can say. If object is moving slower and mirror is moving faster, then only speed will increases. To cos 45, 2 meter per second. Mirror is also 2 meter per second. Both are moving same speed. Speed increases? No. Speed decreases? No. Both are no.
Here this mirror is going to like this and this distance will increase.
No, distance is not increasing. That's what I, object is also moving. An object is also, I am also walking, you are also walking with me. Okay. Next question. One second, I will come after writing this question. So find the velocity of image. Find the velocity of image. Find the velocity of image. Vm 5 meter per second, 37 degree. Object same 2 root 2 with 45 degree. Yes. Answer.
Plus 2 again, sir.
Which question?
One question.
You got plus 2, huh?
Yes, sir.
Then we have to see object press mirror. Previous question, and mirror is going right side, so 2. Image object how much? It's value 2 root 2 into first one, so 2 plus V image perpendicular divided by 2. So 4 minus 2 equal to image perpendicular. So it is 2. So in the positive x direction. This is previously you told is not correct. VI perpendicular is equal to 2I in 11. As per this formula it is 2I. VI perpendicular is equal to 2. VI parallel, previous case 2. But I didn't solve it, I trust you. What is the, one second, what is the answer will come for the previous question? 2I plus 2J. Directions from the mirror 2I 2J 2 root 2. Previous case, correct?
Direction.
How you got negative? Okay.
And the direction, sir.
Okay. Clear?
Clear.
Answer this. Direction important അല്ലേ പ്ലസ് അല്ലേ പ്ലസ് ടു ടു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പോസിറ്റീവ് എക്സ് ഡയറക്ഷൻ. Who told negative? To me. Then I written negative. Okay, I can solve it. Okay, solve this. No problem. So previous question 2i plus 2j, right? No doubt in that. It is clear to you, right? If anybody not understand, please tell me. We have enough time for exam. I'll come out in 2 minutes. Okay.
So the parallel component is 2 and the mirror is also moving with 2. So when we are saying that
Mirror is moving with 4.
sir, not here sir.
Okay. I guess. Okay.
Both are moving with 2 sir. So there will be no movement in parallel direction no, sir for image.
With respect to mirror.
Definitely mirror will be right. Mirror is moving. Object is also moving. If
With respect to mirror, there will be no.
with respect to mirror, no movement. But question is not with respect to mirror. Velocity of image. Velocity of image with respect to mirror എന്ന് കേട്ടാൽ 0. അതാണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. യെസ് വെൽക്കം.
Sir, plus 2.
ഇത് ഏത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ? ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനാ
At rest എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ sir mirror അപ്പോൾ minus എടുക്കുമോ sir?
റൈറ്റിക്ക് ഉള്ളതാ? ഏത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ കാണിക്കുക? ഇത് ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ.
Velocity.
5√2 ആകുമ്പോൾ റൈറ്റിക്ക് പോസിറ്റീവ് 5i.
Yes sir. At rest ன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க.
mirror 0.
0 போது தான் இந்த டைரக்ஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுமா sir? போது டைரக்ஷன்
இல்ல ஏது கேஸ் இருந்தாலும் யூ கேன் அப்ளை த ஃபார்முலா. இப்போ மிரரிന്റെ ഫോർമുല എടുங்களா எங்க இருக்குங்க இந்த ஃபார்முല கொடுங்க. இது மட்டும் ഇതിൽ 0 சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் ചെയ്യാം. ஆப்ஜெக்ட் எவ்வளோ 5 இமேஜ் தெரியாது டிவைட் பை 2 അപ്പോൾ എവിടെ കിടക്കണം? ഓബ്ജക്റ്റ് പ്ലസ് ഇമേജ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0 എന്ന് വന്നു. ഈ 2 ഇങ്ങ് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത് 0. ഓബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഈക്വൽ ടു -vi എന്ന് വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഓബ്ജക്റ്റ് 5 ആയിരുന്നാൽ ഇമേജ് മൈനസ് ആയിരിക്കും. എപ്പോഴുമേ இந்த ஃபார்முலா மட்டும் யோசிச்சா போதும். இது ஒற்ற ஃபார்முலா போதும். இது வேண்டாது இதே போதும்.
ப்ரீவியஸ் சம் சார் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இமேஜும் பர்பெண்டிகுலராக இருந்தால் மிரரோடதும் பர்பெண்டிகுலர் டைரக்ஷன் மட்டும்தான் சார் எடுக்கணும். மிரருக்கு மட்டும்
மிரர் பர்பெண்டிகுலர் தானே இதே டைரக்ஷன் இങ്ങനെ மூவ்
பர்பெண்டிகுலராக அந்த மூவ்மெண்ட் இல்லை சார். ஸோ பிஎம் பர்பெண்டிகுலர்
இந்த கேஸிலா இந்த கேஸ் என்ன சொல்லணுது அல்ல ஜெனரலா ஜெனரலா சொல்லுங்க.
மிரர் வந்து இப்படி மட்டும் மூவ் ஆகுது.
மூவ் ஆகுது.
இப்போ நம்ம parallel இது வந்து perpendicular ஆப்ஜெக்ட் perpendicular இமேஜ் அப்போ இதுக்கு perpendicularல 2
கரெக்ட்.
இப்போ இது இப்படி parallel மூவ் ஆகும்போது இது 0 தான
parallel கன்சிடர் பண்ணണ്ട தேவையில்லை.
இந்த மாதிரி வரும்போது
parallel காம்பனன்ட்க்கு நோ ரூல். அது சும்மா கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு அதே மாதிரி கொடுக்கறது. இப்போ 5 cos 37 வரும் 5 sin 37 வரும். அதில் நீங்கள் எடுക്കേണ്ടது 5 cos 37 மட்டும்தான். 5 sin 37க்கு ரூல் இல்லை. ஏன்னா ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இஸ் மூவிங் லைக் திஸ், மிரர் இஸ் ஆல்சோ மூவிங் லைக் திஸ், இமேஜ் வில் ஆல்சோ மூவ் லைக் திஸ். இதே மாதிரி ஷிஃப்ட் ஆகும்போது ஷிஃப்ட் വരുന്നത്. இதே மாதிரி போகும்போது என்ன யூஸ்? 3 பேருமே ஒரே மாதிரி போயிட்டு இருக்கும். ஏதோ டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குங்களா? ஆப்ஜெக்ட் நான் இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கேன், நீங்க இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கேன், வேற ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்ட் இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஒரே ரூட் parallel ரோடு റെയിൽ ട്രാക്ക് മാറി தான் ഒരു ഇമ്പാക്റ്റേ இருக்காது. பட் இப்படி ஆகும்போது அதில் ஷேக் வரும். அப்போ ഇതിൻ്റെ 5 cos 37 மட்டும் எடுத்துனா போதும். 5 sin 37க்கு ரோலே இருக்காது, வேஸ்ட். அது சும்மா கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணதுங்க.
இது ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக பாசிபிள் ஆக்சுவலாக அங்கே எப்படி போவோம்
ஆப்போசிட்டில் என்ன மூவ் இமேஜா?
இமேஜ் இது ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக பாசிபிள். இப்போ வந்து ஆப்ஜெக்ட் போகும்போது இமேஜ் சேம் டைரக்ஷனில் மூவ் ஆகுறது பாசிபிள்.
Object coming closer to mirror, image will also coming closer to mirror. But ഈ കേസിൽ mirror പോകുന്ന object is moving, mirror is moving. കേട്ടാ? സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് ചോദിച്ചാൽ ലോജിക്ക് വെച്ച് 2√2 ഇത് എவ்வளோ ഹൊറിസോണ്ടലി 2, ഇമേജ് മിറർ എவ்வளோ 2, object is moving with 2 speed, mirror is also moving 2 speed. What is the distance between mirror is now and after 10 minutes? Same. Distance is not changing. So then the velocity of image with respect to mirror will changes after some time? No. So if mirror is 2, then object images also should be what? 2, because both should be. അതാണ് ലോജിക്. കറക്റ്റല്ലേ? രണ്ടും ഒരേ സ്പീഡ് അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതേമാതിരി പോയിട്ട് 10 നിമിഷത്തെ பார்க்கும்போது ഒരേ സ്പീഡ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് കിടക്ക് ഡിഫറൻസ് ഇല്ല, ഇതിന്റെ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ചേഞ്ച് ആവുത്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങേയും ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ചേഞ്ച് ആവുത്. അങ്ങ് മിറർ 2 ആയിരുന്നു, ഇമേജ് 2 ആയിരിക്കണം. ഇങ്ങ என்ன இருக்கணும் அதே அங்கே இருக்கணும். டைரக்ஷன்ஸ் எங்கே போகும்? இது போன அதே டைரக்ஷன் அதுவும் போயிட்டு இருக்கும். அது பின்னாடி வர முடியுங்களா? வர முடியாது. இது முன்னாடி போகும்போது காரணம் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அண்ட் மிரர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அண்ட் இமேஜ். அப்போ ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இங்கே மூவ் மிரர் மூவ். அப்போ டெஃபினெட்லி இமேஜ் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணி மூவ் ஆகும். எஸ்,
இந்த இமேஜ் வி மிரர்ங்கிறது பர்பெண்டிகுலர் விஎம் டோட்டல்
விஎம் இன் பர்பெண்டிகுலர் எல்லாம் பர்பெண்டிகுலர், இதுவும் பர்பெண்டிகுலர் தான். So this answer object will split into 2 components. 2 root 2 cos 45 is equal to 2. 2 root 2 sin 45 is equal to 2. Mirror is split into 2 components, horizontal and vertical. Mirror perpendicular is equal to 5 cos 37. 5 cos 37 is equal to 4. Mirror parallel, mirror parallel equal to 5 sin 37 is equal to 3. Any object has to find out. Okay, so here see, object is moving parallel, one factor. Mirror is also moving parallel, so definitely image will also move parallel. So now we have one formula, right? Velocity of mirror equal to velocity of object perpendicular plus velocity of image perpendicular divided by 2. This velocity of image is the perpendicular velocity. Okay, parallel has no effect because everybody is going parallel. Object is going parallel, mirror is also going parallel, image will also going parallel. So this parallel velocity has no role will be here. This is a waste. Okay, unnecessary confused thing. So velocity of mirror perpendicular is how much? 4. Velocity of object perpendicular is what? 2 plus velocity of image perpendicular divided by 2 is equal to how much? 8 minus 2. Velocity of image perpendicular equal to 6, which means it is moving with a speed of 6i, positive x direction. Okay, next one is what? Velocity of object parallel is equal to velocity of image parallel. That's all. No rule for mirror there. How much will be the parallel? 2. Image is how much? 2. So answer is 2. So this is moving 2. 2 means 2j. Answer is 2j. So if you are taking the magnitude value, then velocity of image is equal to root of 6 square plus 2 square. 36 plus 4 root 40. There are some shortcut methods to find out the root and the square, you know? I don't know. Normally I told in the class. Last year I told, right Preeta? Huh? There are some methods to find out the root. Okay, we'll move to the next topic. Velocity of image, velocity of objects. Next one is what? Spherical mirror. Spherical mirror. Spherical mirror. First subheading, parameters related to spherical mirror. 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 Before that, I'll clarify one doubt which he's asked. For example, previously I want to give to you all. It's like 90 degree, right? Two mirrors are placed at 90 degree. Then in crisscross method, what we have done? We have done like this. This is one question is asked. I have to tell you that case. Okay. So this is how much? If an object is placed at 45 degree. So this is 45, this is 45, this is 90, this is 135 and this is 135. How many images? 1, 2, this together 3. Okay. Then he asked one question. If two mirrors which are placed at 60 degree, object is placed at 30 degree, then how will do? This is 30, this is 30, this is 60. So this become 90, this become 90, then this is again 60, this become 150, this become 150, this become 60, this become 210, this become 210. How many images? What? 6 images. But what the question is like, so this similar to this one, these angles are equal, right? These angles are equal, right? These angles are equal, right? So I can count as 1, 2, 3 like this. No. Why? Because this is here it is correct 1, 2, 3. Okay, but there it is not 1, 2, 3, there it is 6. Why? Because this is here what will happen? Two images are coincide at 135 degree. This is a special case only for two mirrors are placed at 90 degree and it's not applicable for any other case. Any other case this will not false. Okay, only for 90 degree alone this coincide cases are taken. All other cases the coincide cases are not correct. Number of images will be equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Answer is 6. Okay, coincide 90 degree but on a coinciding case where case varadu. So when you see that cross degree they do not consider like 3. Okay, just for your information story. അത് 90 ഡിഗ്രിയിലാണ് ആ കോയിൻസൈഡ് വരുന്ന കേസ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് അപ്ലിക്കബിൾ ഫോർ 90 ഡിഗ്രി. ഫോർ അതർ വൺ നോട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, this is easy method. If any degree asked, you just draw and find how many number of images will. Either they will ask a number of images, total number of images. If they want to filter, want to make exam become little more tougher, they will ask how many number of images are formed on M1 or how many number of images are formed on M2. Like this they will ask very specifically, but chance less, but we'll see. Okay, how it is coming. Okay, so parameters related to spherical mirror. Listen very carefully. What is called a spherical mirror? A plane mirror curvature form on a spherical mirror, which means if I have a sphere like this or a glass piece, okay, for 5 minutes. Okay, so there is spherical mirror. The spherical mirror one side polish chedu, this side polish chedu. This side polish cheyda, this side reflecting surface aanu, this side non reflecting surface aanu. So idhe mari irukkunanga we call it as concave mirror nu sollu. This is called concave mirror nu sollu. Okay, understood? In idhe cases suppose this is a mirror and inside it is polishing, outside it's a reflecting surface, then it's called convex mirror nu sollu. Convex. Okay, convex mirror and concave mirror. Understood? Two terms. This is a part of a circle, correct? This is a part of a circle. This is also a part of a circle. Our circle, the center point is called center of curvature. This circle, the center of curvature. Center of curvature to this spherical distance is called radius, or also called radius of curvature. Simple terms only, nothing else. So center of curvature, radius of curvature. If you have taken this much portion of the spherical mirror, in the center portion, this full piece in the center portion is called pole. Okay, Now onwards, every measurement we are taking from pole onwards. So pole, radius of curvature, center of curvature. One more term is there, focus, focal length, focal plane. That we'll see later. Okay, so understand two types of mirror, concave mirror and convex mirror. What is center of curvature? Center. Other, it is a part of a circle. So that center point is called center, and from center to that distance is called nothing but radius or radius of curvature. And this piece, this is a reflecting surface, is in the center region is called pole. So C, R and pole. Okay, and this part is also called aperture. Aperture means a reflecting surface. The reflecting surface is called aperture, pole, radius of curvature, center of curvature. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll write after the break. Okay, mirrors are two types. Concave mirror, convex mirror. Concave mirror, convex mirror. Just to draw the rough diagram. Mirrors are two types, concave mirror, convex mirror. Concave mirror and convex mirror. Just to draw these two diagrams roughly. CA or PA. In the case, this is called center of curvature, this is called the radius of curvature, this distance is called the radius of curvature, this is C, and this is called the pole. Pole, center of curvature, radius of curvature. Okay, then write further. The spherical mirror is a part of a sphere. The spherical mirror is a part of the sphere. Spherical mirror is the part of the sphere. Spherical mirror is the part of the sphere, and the center of that sphere is called center of curvature, and the center of the sphere is called center of the curvature, and the center of the sphere is called center of the curvature. Next point, the center of the reflecting surface, the center of the reflecting surface, the center of the reflecting surface is known as pole. Is known as pole. Distance between the center of curvature and the pole. Distance between the center of curvature and the pole is known as radius of curvature. Is known as radius of curvature. Next point, the reflecting surface is called aperture. The reflecting surface is known as aperture. The reflecting surface is known as aperture. Next subheading. Not next, okay, focus we'll see later. Next subheading, sign conventions. Sign convention. First point, all the rays in the direction of incident ray, all the rays in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive. All the rays in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive. of course opposite is negative and opposite is negative. Incident and opposite ponadellame negative and opposite is negative. Then the next point, once this line, right, we are drawing center of curvature to pole. This line is called principal axis. Okay, this line is called principal. Please mark in the diagram also. This line is called principal axis. A line is called principal axis. That line is called principal axis. E line is called principal axis. Okay. Okay. The measurement of height above the principal axis. The measurement of height above the principal axis is positive. The measurement of height above the principal axis is positive. Above the principal axis is positive. Below the principal axis is negative. Below the principal axis is negative. Next one, rules for drawing ray diagram in spherical mirror. Rules for drawing ray diagram in spherical mirror. Rules for drawing ray diagram in spherical mirror. Sorry? No, that's wrong. Pole in every measurement is taken from the pole. Every measurement, right kayalum, left kayalum. But if an object is moving, I mean not object, if any measurement is taken against the direction of incident ray, then it is negative. You will understand after some next classes. Okay, how it is coming. Because for example, I can take one more example. If incident ray direction is like this, you are taking the measurement in this direction, then this is negative because you are moving against the direction of incident ray. That is a concept. I'll tell you one the. So what I have written? Drawing the ray diagram. So we are going to learn certain rules. Number one. Number one, if a ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, if a ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, if a ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection, it crosses the principal axis. 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 That point is called, that point in the principal axis. That point in the principal axis. That point in the principal axis is called, that point in the principal axis is called focus. Okay, so which means, see, this is a spherical mirror. Okay, so what other thing I have to draw? This line is called principal axis, simply. Center koda pona ray. Now, if a ray is coming, so principal axis, if a ray, this is called principal axis. If a ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection, this will undergo reflection and passing like this. This is a reflected ray. So this will meet cross at the principal axis, and this point is called focus, and this length is called focal distance, and the plane containing the focus is called focal plane. And the plane containing the focus, a focus area, that is called focal plane. The ray is coming parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it is passing through focus. Distance from the pole to focus is called focal length. You have to write all these things. So draw the first diagram, then we'll write. After reflection, it will meet at a point. That point is called a capital F, or we call it as focal point. That is called, and that area is called focal plane. We will write the notes down. So below, right? Focal length is the distance between pole and focus. Focal length is the distance between, focal length is the distance between, focal length is the distance between the pole and the focus. The pole and the focus. The pole and the focus. Focal plane, next point. Focal plane is the plane containing the focus. Focal plane is the plane containing the focus. Next, backside answer to your question. See, here incident ray is coming in this direction. Okay, so focus F we are always, we start to measure in a graph, right? Normally if you are drawing a graph, we are starting from origin. Origin is the starting point. In case of a mirror, because if you say like 2 meter here or 2 or 3 meter here, you are always measuring from where? Origin. Origin is your starting point. In case of a mirror, pole is a starting point. So pole to you are measuring. From pole only you are starting. Now the incident ray is coming in this direction and focus is left side. Now in this case you are measuring the focus from pole. From pole you are measuring. So this is your focus. And focus you are measuring where? Opposite to the direction of incident ray. So focus is positive or negative for a convex mirror, concave mirror? Negative. Focus is negative. And another point, radius of curvature is also started to measure from pole, and this is called radius of curvature. Actually, focus is equal to half of the radius of curvature. Focus is equal to radius of curvature and half, but both are negative in concave mirror. Okay, so right. Focus is negative. You can draw the diagram. Focus and radius of curvatures are negative. Focus and radius of curvatures are negative in a concave mirror. In a concave mirror, F equal to R by 2 and half radius of curvature and half the focus. Focus is half of the radius of curvature. Okay. Now if I draw the same diagram for a convex mirror, what will happen? So convex mirror, what will happen? Tell me. This is a principal axis, correct? Yeah? And this is an incident ray. Here you can see ray are coming here and converging. For example, if I am drawing this line, this is principal axis, ray is coming, meeting here. A parallel ray coming here, meeting here. Okay, meeting here. So this is a ray coming parallel, meeting here. This is a ray coming, incident ray, reflector. This is called angle of reflection, angle of incidence, law of reflection. Both are same. After reflection, both are meeting at the same point. Two rays are required to meet at the same point. But the speciality will be here is like if a ray is coming going through the center of curvature and focus, then after hitting it will be reflected at the same point. These rules are important. If a ray is coming like this, if a ray is passing through center of curvature and focus, after reflection it is coming back. Straight path. So here 3 points are meeting. In order to get an image position, how many points are required? Minimum 2. Maximum 3 is also okay. So minimum 2 is required. Now we'll come there. So this concave mirror, this is like converging. So this concave mirror is also called a convergent mirror. Write one more point. Convergent mirror. Concave mirror is also called convergent mirror because it is converging. Correct? Concave mirror is also called convergent mirror because every rays are pointing towards a single point. Converging mirror. Convex mirror, how it called? Convex mirror is just opposite. Convergent is opposite. Diverging. If the ray converge, what will happen? When the ray diverging. Diverging. Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. I am drawing a normal ray. This is my normal ray. So angle of incident, angle of reflection, all are same. I am extending the principal ray. This is a real plane, this is a virtual plane. This is not in the reality. Now, if I am extending the reflected ray, what will happen? It will meet at this point. It will meet at this point. And the meeting point at the principal axis is called focus, capital F. And this length is called focal length. Now, incident ray and the distance from the pole to focus, we are measuring the distance in this direction. So this measurement is positive. Incident ray is positive. So focus is positive in which mirror? Convex mirror. Okay. So draw this line also. F is positive, center of curvature C, R positive, like that. So convex mirror, first point, convex mirror is called a divergent mirror. A divergent mirror is called a divergent mirror. Diverge lines split. It's called a divergent mirror. Is called divergent mirror. Then you can draw the diagram, and F is positive, R is positive. In case F negative and R negative. Here in this formula, minus F equal to minus R by 2. I forgot to take one negative, right? Minus F is equal to minus R by 2. Here what will come? F is equal to R by 2. Not magnitude wise, I am taking the sign convention into account. So minus F is equal to minus R by 2. Anyway, minus minus will get cancelled, you know. But still I am writing minus F is equal to minus R by 2. Here F is equal to R by 2 to make a clarity on that. Okay. So focal length is negative for concave mirror. Focal length is positive for convex mirror. Remember that, it will never give in the question. We have to, based on the lens, we have to see. The rule number 2, second rule. Second rule. If a ray passes through center of curvature and focus, it will be reflected in the same path. If a ray passes through center of curvature and focus, it will be reflected in the same path. It will be reflected in the same path. The convex ആയിരുന്നാലും concave ആയിരുന്നാലും ഇപ്പിടിതാ. These two diagrams for convex and concave. Next one, third rule 3. Third rule. If a ray passes through principal axis, if a ray passes through focus, then after reflection, Then after reflection, it passes through, it passes parallel to principal axis. Then after reflection, it passes parallel to principal axis. So concave mirror, radius of curvature half on focus by 2 distance. Okay, focus by 2 is the focus. Then focus on a point, half of the radius by 2. So if an incident ray passes through focus, incident ray, after reflection, where it is passing? Parallel to principal axis, like this, parallel to principal axis. Convex mirror, how it should come? Convex mirror, where is the focus? Right side, within the circle, right? Within the circle only radius of curvature and focus is located. So here this is F and this is radius of curvature. And ray is coming to focus or passes through focus. After reflection, passing parallel to the principal axis. So ray is coming, means this is a focus point. So I'll draw a ray. Actually it is passes through focus if you are extending. After reflection, what will happen? It will be passes parallel to the principal axis. Then fourth rule, if a ray passes through center of curvature, then after reflection, it is retrace it back. After reflection, it retrace it back. Retrace means same path. After reflection, it is retrace it back. This radius of curvature, which means this is called the center of curvature, and the distance is called radius of curvature, or RF. You can mark anything. R mark C mark, both are correct. R, C, anything you can mark. R bar C, radius of curvature and center of curvature. Here ray center of curvature pass then after reflection, it is same path will be retrace it back. In case of a convex focus center of curvature, if a ray is coming like this and if you extending, this is going through center of curvature, after reflection it will be retrace it back. After reflection it will retrace it back. Finished, huh? Okay. Then write a small subheading called magnification. Magnification. We will learn magnification very detailed, but at the moment to understand certain thing, you can write magnification. M equal to height of image by height of object is equal to, right, height of image by height of object. Height of image by height of object. Image by height of object. And then right, image formations by concave mirror. Image formations by a concave mirror. Image formations by a concave mirror. Image formations by a concave mirror. And number 1, object is placed beyond C. Beyond C is beyond center of curvature. So we'll draw the diagram. Okay, so we'll mark first thing. First look at the border. F will be there. F in the double on center of curvature. We assume we have placed one object will be like this. Now here we are considering like extended objects. We told right last class extended. We can consider like this is called head is called A and the foot is called B. You can apply any rule so that you need to get two lines. Okay, what are the rules you can apply? If a ray is coming parallel to principal axis, it is passing through a focus. We'll do that first. If a ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it is passing through focus. 1 point. Okay, what is the second point? I can say, if a ray is coming, center of curvature, it will be retrace it back. So if a ray is coming through center of curvature, it is retrace it back. So 2 points are meted between C and F, and this is an image. So the bottom is always what? B. Bottom is B and top is A. Okay, now few things we have to learn will be here. This is height of object and this is height of image. Height of image by height of object. That is called magnifications. Now we'll see here few more things will be there. Object or image is bigger. Object. So image is a small size. So we call it as image is diminished. Diminished means smaller size. Second point, what is another property of image? Image is diminished and image is inverted. Okay, listen here, then we can write magnification equal to height of image by height of object. Okay, height of image by height of object. Here height of image is this much, smaller number, but it is a negative smaller value. Correct? It's a negative smaller value because it is inverted. And other one is a bigger value. So it's a positive value. So it's a bigger value, but I know it's positive. I can say this is called magnification. Magnification M, modulus of M. If you are taking modulus, then smaller value minus bigger value. Its value is less than 1. Correct? Its value is less than 1. What is the negative sign indicate? Negative sign indicate it's an inverted image. Negative sign indicate it's an inverted image, but modulus value is less than 1, which means height of image is smaller than height of object. Draw the diagram. Only draw the diagram, do not write anything. I'll tell you what to write. Few point, additionally few points also we have to add. That's all. Okay. Okay. So the first point similar to that. Image is diminished, inverted. Image is diminished, inverted. One point I am adding. See, this is the plane in which the realities are happening. Correct? This is a real object and real image. But this is a dotted plane. Here virtual. So image is what nature? Real nature. Image is diminished, inverted and real. And real as per English grammar, right? And real. So magnification is height of image by height of object. Height of image divided by height of object. But I know height of image is what? Height of image is a negative value. So you can write m is equal to minus hi by h0. Hi less than h0. So modulus of m less than 1. Modulus of m less than 1. Or I can say m is negative. Okay, now two inferences. Sometimes in question you will only see these two stuff while you are attending certain questions. You will see only these two. From this one you have to understand modulus of m is less than 1 means only assumption you have to get it what? Image is smaller. Image is smaller. When you see m is negative, you have to get an perceptions that image is real. These two things you have to filter it out from the question based on the magnification. Sometimes they will give you the magnification equal to minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. So if you take modulus, how much? 0.5. So which means image is smaller than object, first assumption. Second one, look into the value. Negative. Negative means it's a real image. So these two things we have to understand based on the value of magnification. Very important. Okay, based on the magnifications value, image is smaller or image is real, or the things which what we need to be find out. Clear? So we'll stop here and we'll continue then later. Okay.